Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So today I am doing something really fun here, and as all of you know that it's almost time for the school holidays in England. So my little ones were looking for gifts to give to their teachers. So we do in England give gifts to our teachers because they do such a wonderful job in teaching our children and take care of them. So most of the time children are in the school, so this is our way of saying thanks to our teachers. So everyone give according to whatever they can. So what my little one was asking me to make something really fancy for her teacher. So I wanted to make. I have seen some of. I was taking some inspiration from internet, and I saw that these are really famous these days. Adding crayons and color pencils, school tools, school supplies into the resin. So I really wanted to make something similar to it, but then she wanted something fancy, and I thought Barbie is getting very famous these days, so something I took inspiration from there. So here I've taken my trinket dish mold here, and what I'm doing here is I have selected the crayons that I will be using, and with my UV resin that's by Jdiction, and I have a discount code for this resin in my description. I will be putting this onto the trinket tray, so when I pour the resin they don't float here and there. So this way I will be putting up the crayons and the color pencil. Now I'm using the UV light to cure it. So here I have taken this eco resin by Teexpert, and I really love their product, and it's eco-friendly and so easy to mix. I have made some project with this product, and I will link them in my description and above here, so you can see how beautiful and effective it is. So simply mix water into the eco resin here and you're done. So I took the amount that I wanted. So just make sure it mixes properly, and you have to add powder to water. So here I have taken this neon pigment here, and it's neon mica powder. I will link it in my description. This was a new product that I bought. So you do need a lot of pigment for this mica to appear. So you will see that in this little amount of eco-friendly resin, I'm adding almost the whole pot of this neon mica to get the vibrant color I want. And also I have discount code available for this Teexpert eco-friendly resin if you like to purchase. So I took this beautiful neon color inspiration from Barbie again. So I'm mixing the pigment thoroughly into the eco resin here, and slowly I'm adding the pigment more and more. And later I dumped the whole pot into the mixture, and I think I'm happy now with the color, and now I will be pouring it. So in my mind I was thinking how I'm going to pour it. So this is really just up to you how you like to pour it. I want my crayons and colors to show, so that's why I'm doing it on the corners. So this is really an amazing mixture here, and there is no bubbles. So I'm just going with the flow. I'm just loving the color here. So adding some little bit of dots here and there. So here I'm making another small trinket dish, and I added the crayons the same way I showed you with the UV resin, and I will be pouring the pink mixed eco resin into the corners as well. And then I will leave this layer to cure, just adding some final touches and thinking of adding a little bit of more here and there. So adding some tiny details, you can see the movement of the Rico resin here. I'm making it with the popsicle sticks instead of adding a blur, and I thought why not give it some sort of effect. So I'm making this drops, you can say, or whatever you like to say for the design purpose here. So I did it to both sides. So overall, this is really a fun project, so I'm getting really excited for this. So you can make a beautiful effect, or you can say interesting effect, by adding this sort of texture to the end of the areas. So I will leave this to cure for around 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes it's all been dried up, and I am using mica this time into the eco resin. Again, I know that I will be needing a lot of mica in there. The color is really intense. If this would have been added to the resin, I would have got a really intense color, but this is again a plaster sort of resin here, to which we add the acrylic binder. So yeah, the colors do get muted. So I did add a lot, so it ended up looking like a pale sort of pink color, but I really loved it. So I did added a lot of mica in there, and in between I was afraid that it might dry up or not, but it's still a powder. So this is the color I got, and I started pouring it. So since it's really a liquid sort of eco resin, you do not get any bubbles, but so this is a sort of a project where you're dumping some everything all, and you just wait for the end result, how it turns out. So I'm finishing up the edges again the same way I showed you with the pink, and filling up some spaces that I find that are negative. And after that I will leave it to dry. So again, after 30 minutes it's all dried up, and what I'm doing here is I am using some glitter here, again taking it to the fantasy level and going with the color combinations. I selected some colors of glitter, some pinks and purples. So these are my colors. To one side I will be adding the pink glitter, and to the other one I will be adding the purple glitter. So I will be taking both glitters in one container, both shades of pink. And to this I am adding UV resin here. I will be adding a less UV resin, and I will go if I need more, because I don't want a flowish texture here. And I'm taking a Ziploc bag to which I'm pouring my glitter resin and taking the glitter to one side, cutting out with the scissor. And here I'm adding the glitter. This is really up to you how you want to go with your glitter. So I didn't use the UV resin in that trinket dish. That's why you are seeing the colors are going here and there. And I did the pink one into the other one. So after adding my glitter, I'm adding some UV resin more into the dishes, and to which I will be adding the clips, paper clips you will be seeing me. So was such an interesting idea to add the office supplies into the trinket dish and or the coasters or whatever you like to make. So I did try to squeeze in stuff that I can, but not overdoing it. A little bit of more glitter. And now I'm adding the elastic bands or rubber bands, whatever you like to say to them. Just finding the right size to add to the dishes. So you have seen me added a yellow elastic band in before, but it was not fitting perfectly, so I had to remove it, and I'm just seeing some other color sizes if I can fit it perfectly. And to glam it a bit more, I am adding some foils. So this is such a really beautiful combination of foils where I have some pinks, copper and golden, so it's really pretty and perfect for this Barbie inspired trinket dishes. So I'm adding a little bit of different colors at different places. So I added resin to the trinket dishes and somehow I missed it, but I simply mixed my resin. It's a low viscosity resin, and I added a dash of iridescent glitter to the resin. That's it. And now I'm adding some aura films. So I have been using this fantasy film aura film for quite some time now, but I do call it aura film if you go to my videos and if you see me doing a lot of work. So recently it's been trend now. A lot of people are using it. So I am adding it at different places to create some interest, because I know it will be showing less on the front, but to the back still we have to view it, so it looks pretty from the back as well. So everything is cured now and I'm demolding it. I was so excited because it looks amazing already. This was really a fun project. Oops, you can see my mold is stained up and I was really decided about that. I don't know why this happened. This has never happened before using the mica, but all in all, this project was so fun that I forgot about the mold, how it turned out. But this is so beautiful. And don't worry, this is a blank canvas for me and I will be adding more details to it. But the colors, the crayons, the rubber bands, everything turned out amazing. And yet, yes, my other mold got stained as well. I don't know, never had this happen before. It might be the new mica I bought. Something happened here. But all in all, it was amazing, and I love the veins that I made with the glitter. But my other side of the glitter was not cured because I used the UV resin, so I'm using the UV lamp again, so I'm curing it. So what I was seeing that under putting it under the lamp, my neon colors were so amazing. It's fluorescent. So I was enjoying it by putting up the light, and I think so I was playing here. So now it went under the UV light to be cured fully. So it's all cured up, and on to the next step. To glam it up a bit more, I am adding some golden lines, and I'm using this golden liquid. I will be linking it in my description. I always use the same one. So with my dotting tool, I will be making the lines. You can use any acrylic marker or any marker you have. So most of the time I do my buy gifts from the shops, and it's always the same. So this time I thought, why not do something different? And plus my little one asked me to make something. So when I told her that I'm making something like Barbie inspired and glammed up with fantasy, she was so happy and so excited that how will it turn out. She told me the color choices her teacher likes, so they were all going with the color scheme here. So I thought, why not go with the floor and make something Barbie inspired. So after adding the golden veins, now I'm making the white veins, and I'm using my Picasa pen for that. So after doing that, I'm using my Pebeo gilding glue, and I will be adding some gold foil. And now I'm adding some pink. Yep, we are doing all Barbie here. So after it's all been dried, my gilding glue, I will be adding the foils now. So instead of adding the gold mirror foil, I decided to add something different and go with the pink. So I thought, why not add copper color here? So this is the copper foil that I showed you. I bought from Temu, and I got a good deal, and I had so many of it. So I want to use it. So here I'm using it slightly onto every places. So after adding the foil with the soft brush, I brushed off the extra copper, and now I'm filling it with the UV resin again. And this is the clear UV resin, and it has no glitter in it. I'm just doing the top coat here. So with my heat gun, I'm just spreading all the resin so I don't get any bubbles. So this is the final step. I will leave this to cure, and let's see how the project turned out the next day. So sorry for the disruption, but I wanted to show you that I added thick bleach to these molds here, and I was really happy that one of my mold was completely, not completely, but the stain was removed, and I was happy about it. But the smaller one, it took some extra time, and so I added another batch of bleach in it. So hopefully I was just showing you that they were saved. So let's see now how they turned out. So this is how it turned out. This was really such a fun project to make from the beginning, and I was so inspired. So the inner child of me came out, and I wanted to make something really different here. So adding the eco resin with the normal resin, everything combined, and these crayons and the office supplies work, everything turned out amazing. So I hope you liked it. And my little one was so happy to see how they turned out, and she was excited. So I hope you like it, and if you did, please do let me know in comments, and also please like, subscribe and share. Thumbs up if you like the video, and thank you so much. I'm getting so amazing comments from you and so amazing suggestions, and I'm so happy you recently enjoying my content and expecting something different from me every time, and this gives me courage and energy to think out of the box every time. And before I was a bit afraid on creating that it might look good or not, or people will like my work, but you all surprised me, and this is something really different happening in my life for now. I'm really enjoying it, and every time I think to create something different for you. So I might be going out to watch Barbie movie with my little ones because they are requesting it, and we will see how the movie turns out. So take good care of yourself. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.